Welcome to Histology Hub. Cologne Cathedral isn't just a church. It's a masterpiece that took 632 years to complete. Today, we uncover the epic story behind the world's tallest twin-spired cathedral. Cologne. Cathedral stands as a testament to faith and human determination. Located on the banks of the Rhine River in Germany, it is a building of immense scale and breathtaking beauty. Its two magnificent spires soar into the sky, reaching a height of 157 meters or 515 feet. This makes it the tallest twin-spired church anywhere in the world. For centuries, its dark, majestic silhouette has dominated the city's skyline, drawing millions of visitors each year. It is not just a building, it is a story written in stone, a narrative that spans over 6 centuries of European history, art, and belief, making it Germany's most visited landmark for very good reason. The cornerstone of this grand structure was laid on a significant day, August 15, 1248. The Archbishop of Cologne, Konrad von Hochstaden, initiated the project with a vision that was both ambitious and deeply spiritual. The city needed a new cathedral, one that was grand enough to befit its growing status and, more importantly, to house its most precious religious treasure. The architectural style chosen for this new house of God was the modern and awe-inspiring French Gothic style. The goal was to create a building that would feel like a piece of heaven on earth, with soaring vaults and vast windows that would fill the space with divine light. The primary reason for embarking on such a colossal undertaking was the acquisition of a sacred relic. In 1164, the Archbishop of Cologne had brought the relics of the three Magi, the wise men who visited the infant Jesus, from Milan to Cologne. These relics were incredibly important, transforming Cologne into one of Europe's most significant destinations for pilgrims. The old cathedral was no longer considered worthy of housing such a revered treasure. A new, magnificent structure was required, one that would not only protect the Shrine of the Three Kings, but also proclaim the city's spiritual importance to the entire Christian world. The design was inspired by the great cathedrals of France, such as Amiens and Beauvais. The architects planned a building that was larger and taller than any that had come before it. The long, high nave was designed to lead the eyes of the faithful upward toward the heavens, creating a sense of wonder and reverence. The apse, the area behind the high altar, was completed first to provide a fitting home for the golden reliquary of the Magi. From its very inception, Cologne Cathedral was intended to be more than just a church. It was planned as a masterpiece of Gothic art and a beacon for pilgrims from across the continent. The construction of Cologne Cathedral was an epic journey marked by incredible persistence and long periods of silence. The initial phase of building progressed with remarkable speed for the medieval era. The choir and the eastern arms of the church were consecrated in 1322, providing a magnificent setting for the Shrine of the Three Kings. For the next 2 centuries, work continued on the southern tower and the nave. However, as the Middle Ages came to a close, the spiritual fervor and financial resources that had fueled the project began to wane. By the 16th century, construction had ground to a halt, leaving the cathedral as a vast, unfinished shell. For more than 300 years, the cathedral stood incomplete. A large wooden crane installed in the 15th century remained perched atop the unfinished south tower, becoming a strange and permanent fixture of the Cologne skyline. It served as a silent reminder of the city's unfulfilled ambition. During this long pause, architectural tastes changed, and the Gothic style fell out of fashion. The half-built cathedral was a curious sight, a medieval dream left to slumber through the Renaissance, the Baroque period, and the Age of Enlightenment. The citizens of Cologne lived their lives in the shadow of this monumental, yet fragmented work of their ancestors. The 19th century brought a dramatic change in fortune for the dormant cathedral. A renewed appreciation for the Middle Ages, known as the Gothic Revival, swept across Europe. In Germany, the unfinished cathedral was rediscovered as a powerful symbol of national identity and unity. The original medieval plans for the facade were found in the 1840s, sparking a nationwide effort to finally complete the structure. King Friedrich Wilhelm IV of Prussia laid a new foundation stone in 1842, and funds poured in from all over the German-speaking world. The project was no longer just a local concern. It became a national obsession. The final push to complete the cathedral was a marvel of 19th century engineering, combined with a faithful adherence to the original medieval design. Using modern techniques but honoring the Gothic aesthetic, workers tirelessly raised the nave, the vaults, and finally, the two iconic spires. In 1880, after a staggering 632 years, the last stone was set in place. For a brief period, Cologne Cathedral was the tallest building in the world. Its completion was celebrated as a triumph of the German nation, a symbol of its endurance, cultural heritage, and newfound political unity under the German Empire. The 20th century brought the greatest threat the cathedral had ever faced. During World War II, the city of Cologne was a primary target for Allied bombing raids. Between 1942 and 1945, the historic city centre was systematically flattened, with around 90% of its buildings reduced to rubble and ruins. Miraculously, amidst the widespread devastation, the Cologne Cathedral remained standing. Though it was far from unscathed, its twin spires served as an easily recognizable navigational landmark for Allied pilots, which may have inadvertently contributed to its survival. The cathedral endured 14 direct hits from heavy aerial bombs. The damage was severe. The roof was destroyed, the vaults were pierced in several places, and many of the priceless medieval stained glass windows had been shattered by the concussive force of the explosions. Yet, the main structure held firm. Photographs from the end of the war show a haunting scene, the cathedral's skeletal frame rising defiantly from a sea of rubble. For the people of Cologne, who had lost everything, the sight of their beloved dome still standing was a powerful symbol. It became an emblem of survival and resilience, a promise that their city, though broken, could be rebuilt from the ashes. Immediately after the war, the restoration of the cathedral became a top priority for the citizens. It was a monumental task, but one undertaken with immense dedication. The first phase of repairs focused on making the building safe and usable again. Masons and craftsmen worked to patch the holes in the vaults and erect a temporary roof to protect the interior from the elements. By 1948, on the 700th anniversary of the laying of the first stone, the choir was sufficiently repaired to hold a celebratory mass. This event was a deeply emotional moment, signaling the beginning of Cologne's rebirth. The full restoration took many more years. By 1956, the nave was fully reconstructed, and regular services could once again be held within the main body of the church. The symbolism of the cathedral also began to shift. Before the war, it had been championed as a monument to German nationalism. In the post-war era, as Europe sought to heal and unify, the cathedral came to represent something broader: international reconciliation and the enduring power of shared cultural heritage. Its survival and restoration were seen not just as a German achievement, but as a victory for European civilization itself. Even after its post-war restoration, Cologne Cathedral has never truly been finished. It is a building in a constant state of care and renewal. Pollution and weather continue to erode the delicate sandstone, meaning there is always a team of masons, glaziers, and artisans at work, replacing stones and repairing details. This ongoing project is managed by the Dombauhütte, or Cathedral Workshop, which continues the traditions of the medieval builders. But the cathedral is not just a subject of preservation. It is also a place where modern art can find a home, creating a dialogue between the past and the present in a truly remarkable way. One of the most striking modern additions came in 2007. A stained glass window in the south transept, which had been destroyed in the war and replaced with plain glass, was transformed by the renowned German artist Gerhard Richter. Instead of a traditional figurative design, Richter created an abstract masterpiece composed of 11,500 small squares of colored glass, arranged randomly by a computer program. The result is a vibrant symphony of light, a pixelated carpet of color that shimmers and changes with the shifting daylight. This bold, contemporary work sparked debate but has since become a beloved feature of the cathedral. Today, Cologne Cathedral's significance is multi-layered. It remains a vibrant center of the Catholic faith, with daily masses and a steady stream of pilgrims who come to venerate the shrine of the Three Kings. Its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996 recognized its exceptional intrinsic value and its testimony to the enduring power of human creativity and spiritual devotion. It is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, a pilgrimage site of major importance, and a powerful symbol of German history and European unity. It draws more visitors than any other landmark in Germany, a testament to its universal appeal. The cathedral's enduring specialness lies in its ability to be many things to many people. For the art historian, it is a perfect example of high Gothic architecture. For the pilgrim, it is a sacred space that houses the relics of the Magi. For the tourist, it is an awe-inspiring structure with a breathtaking view from its spire. And for the people of Cologne, it is the heart and soul of their city. A constant, reassuring presence that has witnessed their history, survived their darkest hours, and continues to inspire hope for the future. It is not a relic of the past, but a living, breathing monument.